What if I told you that the secret to restoring your manhood, even after you're 60, isn't found in expensive treatments or fancy supplements, but in a tiny pill that costs only 12 cents? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Yet men across America are finding that this simple vitamin, sitting quietly on pharmacy shelves, can bring back the vitality they believed was lost for good. It's not magic, it's science, and it's changing lives in ways most doctors never talk about. My name is Dr. Laura. I'm a board-certified urologist and men's health expert with over 30 years of experience helping men regain strength, confidence, and intimacy naturally. I've spent my career studying what really happens inside a man's body as he gets older. And I can tell you for sure, the problem isn't age itself, it's what age quietly takes away. Here's what stuns most men. The very vitamin your body relies on for energy and virility is the one it's losing fastest after 60. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and yet almost no one speaks about it. That's the puzzle. How can something so small, so inexpensive, hold the key to your body's power? In this video, I'll show you exactly what this vitamin is, how it reignites energy and circulation, and how to use it safely to rebuild strength, focus, and desire. And stay with me until the end, because I'll also share one simple bedtime habit that multiplies its effect overnight, giving you the kind of energy and vitality you haven't felt in decades. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video designed to help men over 60 regain their strength, energy, and confidence naturally. And if this topic speaks to you, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're watching. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me create better, more helpful content for you. Now, let's dive into the truth behind why so many men begin losing energy, strength, and drive after 60. It's not simply aging or low testosterone, it's something much deeper happening inside your cells, silently draining your vitality day by day. Let me explain what's really going on. The real cause of energy decline after 60. When most men hit 60, they begin to notice a change they can't quite explain. The mornings feel heavier. The energy that once came so easily now takes effort. Even simple things like walking up the stairs, playing with the grandkids, or focusing on a task start to feel harder than they should. Many blame it on aging or testosterone loss, but the truth is far more surprising. After more than 30 years of treating men, I've learned that this decline doesn't begin in your muscles or your hormones. It starts deep inside your cells. You see, every cell in your body is like a small engine. It needs fuel to run. But as you age, your stomach produces less acid, and your ability to absorb essential nutrients begins to fade. Over time, your body simply stops receiving the raw materials it needs to create energy. You're still eating, still living your normal life, but your cells are starving silently. The result? Fatigue, loss of motivation, brain fog, and a frustrating feeling of weakness that no amount of rest can fix. Most men don't realize that the main culprit behind this is not testosterone at all. It's a lack of specific micronutrients that once kept their metabolism sharp and their blood flowing freely. And among all these nutrients, one stands out above the rest, a vitamin that controls how efficiently your body turns food into energy, repairs muscles, and fuels your brain. I've seen men who came to my office convinced they were just getting old, only to rediscover their spark within weeks, once this hidden deficiency was corrected. It's not age stealing your strength, it's neglect. And the best part is this problem can be fixed easily and affordably. So, what is this simple, overlooked nutrient that can reignite the power you once had? The answer is shockingly small, costs just 12 cents, and could be sitting on your pharmacy shelf right now. The 12-cent vitamin that changes everything. When I first began practicing medicine, I never imagined that one of the most powerful tools for restoring male energy would come in the form of a simple vitamin. I remember an older gentleman, Robert, age 68, who came to see me years ago. He was pale, tired, and told me, "Doc, I feel like my body's running on fumes." He tried expensive supplements, energy drinks, and even testosterone shots, yet nothing made a real difference. His blood work revealed what I've seen countless times since then, a severe deficiency in vitamin B12. Within a few weeks of correcting it, Robert's spark returned. He told me, "Doctor, I finally feel alive again." That's when I began to pay closer attention to this small but extraordinary nutrient. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, costs barely 12 cents per dose. You can find it in nearly every pharmacy, yet it's often dismissed as just another vitamin. But what it does inside your body is remarkable. It helps your cells create energy, supports nerve function, improves oxygen delivery, and keeps your blood flowing smoothly. It's the invisible fuel your heart, brain, and muscles depend on. When your B12 levels drop, your body can't transport oxygen efficiently. Your cells literally suffocate from the inside, leading to fatigue, weakness, poor concentration, and yes, even problems in the bedroom. But when you replenish it, it's like jump-starting a dead engine. Blood begins to flow more freely, muscles feel stronger, and your focus sharpens again. The best part is that it doesn't require any miracle cure or complicated routine. Just one small tablet, taken consistently, can transform how you feel in a matter of weeks. I've watched it happen over and over in my patients, and every time the results feel nothing short of a second chance. So if one tiny vitamin can reignite your body's engine this dramatically, imagine what happens when you understand the science behind how it restores strength, circulation, and male vitality. That's exactly what we're about to uncover. Next, the science behind strength and male vitality. Over the years, I've met hundreds of men who told me they felt like their bodies were betraying them. "Doc, I eat right, I try to stay active, but I just don't have that spark anymore," they'd say. And every time, I'd explain the same truth. Strength and vitality aren't just about muscles or testosterone, they're about energy at the cellular level. This is where vitamin B12 becomes a quiet hero. Deep inside your cells are structures called mitochondria, often described as the power plants of the body. They take the food you eat and turn it into usable energy, known as ATP. But these power plants can't run without one essential key, vitamin B12. When your B12 levels drop, it's like trying to start your car without fuel or a spark plug. The system struggles, and everything slows down: your metabolism, your blood flow, even your mental focus. That's why men with low B12 often describe feeling sluggish, foggy, and detached. But when you restore that vitamin, it's as if the entire body wakes up again. Your blood carries oxygen more efficiently. Your muscles receive the energy they crave, and your nervous system begins to fire signals faster and stronger. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Vitamin B12 helps your body produce nitric oxide, a natural compound that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. This means better circulation, not only to your heart and brain, but also to the areas that define your masculinity. In other words, B12 doesn't just help you feel alive, it helps you perform like you're alive. I've seen men who thought their days of passion were behind them suddenly rediscover their vitality once this process was restored. It's not a miracle, it's your biology finally doing what it's meant to do. And yet, here's the irony: nearly half of all men over 60 are running dangerously low on this vital nutrient without even realizing it. That silent deficiency is the next truth we need to talk about, the hidden deficiency most men ignore. I can't tell you how many times I've had a man sit across from me and say, "Doc, I'm just getting old." They say it with a quiet resignation, as if the spark fading from their life is something they simply have to accept. But each time I hear those words, I feel a deep frustration because I know that in most cases, it's not age stealing their vitality. It's a hidden deficiency that silently creeps in as the years go by. The most overlooked one, vitamin B12. What makes this deficiency so dangerous is how subtle it is. It doesn't hit you overnight, it steals your strength, little by little. One morning, you notice it's harder to get out of bed. A few weeks later, your legs feel heavier, your focus blurs, and your mood drops for no reason. You might even notice a tingling in your hands or feet, or that your sleep just isn't as restorative as it used to be. These are not random signs of getting older. They are your body's warning lights, signals that your cells aren't receiving the energy and oxygen they need. The statistics are alarming. Nearly 40% of men over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels. Yet, very few have ever been tested. The reason is simple. Your body's ability to absorb this vitamin declines with age. Your stomach produces less acid, and even if you eat well, much of the B12 in your food never makes it into your bloodstream. Over time, this quiet drain leads to fatigue, weakness, poor circulation, and even problems with sexual function, all while your doctor tells you your labs look normal. But here's the good news, this is not permanent damage, it's reversible, and the solution is so simple, it almost feels unfair. In fact, it's sitting on the shelves of your local pharmacy right now, waiting to bring your body back to life. So, how exactly can you restore your energy and vitality safely step by step? That's what I'm about to show you next, the doctor's step-by-step protocol. Whenever I meet a man who's been struggling with fatigue, low motivation, or that quiet loss of strength, I tell him the same thing. We don't need to guess. We can measure what's missing and rebuild it methodically. The first step is always awareness. I ask every man over 60 to test his vitamin B12 levels. It's a simple blood test, fast, affordable, and incredibly revealing. Many men are shocked when they see their results. "Doc, how can I be this low?" they ask. But the truth is, it happens to nearly everyone with time. The healthy range for men your age should be at least 500 picograms per milliliter, but most of the patients I see come in far below that. Once we confirm a deficiency, the real transformation begins. I recommend starting with 1,000 micrograms of vitamin B12 each morning. Not injected, not complicated, just a small tablet that dissolves easily. Look for the forms labeled methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. They're proven safe and effective. Take it on an empty stomach right after you wake up when your body is ready to absorb and use it for the day ahead. And most importantly, stay consistent. You don't need to flood your body overnight. What it needs is steady nourishment, small daily doses that rebuild your energy from the inside out. After 2 to 4 weeks, something remarkable usually happens. The fog starts to lift, the mornings feel easier, you stand taller, you start noticing more energy, better focus, and a stronger sense of control over your body. I've seen this process time and time again, and every time, it reminds me of one simple truth. Healing doesn't always require something new. Sometimes, it's about giving the body what it's been missing all along. But there's one more secret I share with my patients, something that amplifies these results even further. It's a nighttime technique that allows your body to repair, restore, and rejuvenate while you sleep. And once you combine it with your morning vitamin, the difference is undeniable. Let me explain how it works. The bedtime booster combination. When I started recommending vitamin B12 to my older patients, I quickly realized that something even more powerful happens when we pair it with the right nighttime ritual. You see, B12 fuels your body during the day. It wakes up your cells, sharpens your mind, and pushes oxygen through your bloodstream. But your body doesn't just need energy, it needs recovery. and that happens while you sleep. The secret is learning how to prepare your body at night so that it can rebuild what the day has used up. One evening, a patient named Harold, age 71, told me, "Doc, I feel great in the morning after my B12, but by night, I'm exhausted again." I smiled and said, "That's because you're charging the battery, but not letting it rest properly." Then I introduced him to a simple addition: magnesium before bed. Magnesium helps your blood vessels relax, reduces tension in your muscles, and supports deep restorative sleep. It also plays a quiet role in regulating testosterone and improving circulation, especially when paired with B12. Within 2 weeks, Harold noticed his sleep deepened, his morning energy felt stronger, and his confidence returned. You can take magnesium in capsule form, or even better, combine it with a soothing herbal tea made from ashwagandha, ginger, or ginseng. These herbs calm the nervous system, lower nighttime stress hormones, and allow your body to shift into true recovery mode. Think of it as your body's reset button. B12 ignites the energy, magnesium sustains it, and restful sleep restores it. It's a cycle that rebuilds your strength from the inside out. I tell my patients that when they master this rhythm, energizing by day, healing by night, their bodies begin to feel decades younger. But this transformation isn't only about physical change. There's something much deeper that happens when a man starts to feel alive again. Because once you reclaim your energy, the next step is reclaiming your identity, and that's exactly what we'll talk about next: reclaiming your manhood and living fully after 60. There's a moment I'll never forget. A patient named George, 65 years old, sat in my office with his hands clasped tightly together. He said, "Doc, I don't feel like the man I used to be. I'm tired all the time. My confidence is gone, and my wife keeps asking, 'What's wrong with me?'" I looked at him and said, "George, you're still that man. He's just buried under years of exhaustion, and we're going to wake him up again." And that's exactly what happened. Within weeks of restoring his BRS12 levels, building a healthy routine, and rebalancing his body, George walked back into my office, standing taller, smiling wider, and full of energy. "I feel like myself again," he said. "That's what reclaiming your manhood really means. It's not about chasing youth or pretending to be 25 again. It's about reconnecting with the power, purpose, and confidence that have always been inside you. It's about feeling proud of the man in the mirror, not because of how you look, but because of how alive you feel. When energy returns, everything changes: your posture, your voice, your laughter, even the way you love. You begin to remember what it feels like to wake up eager to live, not just to get through the day. I've seen it countless times, the quiet transformation that happens when men finally realize their best years aren't behind them. They start traveling again, pursuing hobbies, fixing old relationships, and living with genuine joy. The body may age, but the spirit never has to grow old. When you give your body what it needs, it rewards you with strength, clarity, and vitality beyond what you imagined possible. So as we move into the final part of this message, I want to leave you with something powerful. A reminder that this isn't just about vitamins or routines. It's about rewriting the story of what life after 60 can truly be. And that story, my friend, begins right now. Your second chapter begins now. When I think about all the men I've helped over the years, one lesson is always clear. The change never started with a miracle cure or a complicated procedure. It started with a choice. The choice to stop seeing tiredness, weakness, and decline as just a normal part of life. The choice to take back command of their health, their body, and their self-assurance. And it often started with something as simple as a single vitamin. That 12-cent pill might not seem like much, but inside that small piece of science is the power to reawaken what time has quietly faded: your strength, your focus, and your wish to live completely again. Vitamin B12 is more than just a nutrient. It's a sign that your body still has power waiting to be released. When you give it the right building blocks, your cells answer. They recreate energy, fix damage, and bring back the balance you've been lacking. The exhaustion starts to lift. The mornings feel brighter, and the drive you believed was gone comes back. Combine that with dedication, a proper night's rest, and a little faith in yourself, and suddenly you understand that age is not a barrier. It's just a new phase, one that you can shape on your own terms. I've watched men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s find the strength they thought was lost for good. They stand taller, laugh more freely, and connect more deeply. Not because they discovered youth again, but because they discovered vigor. And that's what I hope for you. So before you continue with your day, make a pledge to yourself. You will no longer agree to feeling less than fully alive. Go to your local pharmacy, get that bottle of vitamin B12, take it each morning, and give your body the opportunity to show you how powerful it still is. Because this isn't the finale of your story, it's the start of your second chapter. And believe me, it can be the most rewarding one yet.